Hello and welcome back to another Grand Arena Championship. I'm Heathen13 and this is Season 9, Week 3, Round 1. I am currently sitting at 5-1, picking up a 3-0 week last week. And this week we are matched up against Henriach. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. Like Hen Riot, but with a K instead of a T. Henriach. Let's look at the matchup. This is actually a fairly close matchup, I think. There is some red and green on both sides. Let's take a closer look at the stats. So you can see I do have the edge on most of the lifetime and season-long stats, but something you can see there is he does have more defense than me. He does have quite a few very good teams, and he sets several of them on defense, usually based on his GAC history. When we look at our rosters, you can see he has a 400,000 GP lead on me. He also has higher top 80 and top 65 GP. I do have a few more Zetas than him and have a slight speed edge, but he has almost double the amount of G12s that I do, so he has a much broader top end to his roster to access. I do have a slight advantage when it comes to mods, and also on total relic levels as well. When we take a look at his roster, you can see that he does run a negotiator fleet in his arena, but he doesn't have a malevolence, so I'm expecting him actually to hold that negotiator for offense and place a home one team on defense. You can see he runs a Darth Revan variant with GBA in his arena. But when we look at some of his teams, go ahead and look at his Gear 13s there. You can see he's got the Separatist droids and Grievous all relic. He's got his Asajj relic. He's got a Padme squad that's almost all relic. He also has a few of the Jedi relic as well with Bastila and Yoda. And then his arena team. So he's definitely got access to, when I went through his roster, about 15, 16 quality teams. So I'm not expecting to see any Ewoks on defense or anything like that. In fact, one of the teams that I needed to be especially cautious about was his Imperial Troopers, which are all pretty good. So I tried to set my defense in a way that he couldn't trooper me, especially because right now there's a feat for using your troopers or to get kills with your troopers. So let's go ahead and look at what he's done. There's only 2 hours and 43 minutes left, and it looks like he has attacked and only cleared one squad. So let's take a look at that. He took out my Jango-led bounty hunters, and I did Jango-led because that allowed my boss to be faster than his Stark. The hope was that he couldn't trooper that, but maybe he did anyway. I also put my nest with my Night Sisters again to try to make it so he couldn't trooper that. He did one attempt on that and stopped. And then I put my JTR team here. That was a team that I thought he might be able to clear really easily as well, and he hasn't touched it. Down low, he hasn't touched my Newt or my Jedi Knight Revan either. So he should have plenty of teams in order to clear these up. I'm not sure why he stopped attacking. Maybe he just is waiting for me. On defense, he left, like I said, a pretty decent, a pretty tough defense. You can see he has a Night Sister team with Nest also. He has a vanilla Karth team. He has his almost his full arena team. He has his Darth Revan squad here, but not his Brood, obviously, because he put that with his Geos, I'm sure. I'm expecting them in the back. He also put a crew team with Hux, and then a Traya squad with Palpatine and Dooku. I am expecting in back a Grievous squad that's Newt-led and a Geo team. So I've tried to plan for that. I'm frankly shocked that he hasn't attacked more, although looking at his Grand Arena history, I guess I shouldn't be too shocked. he tends to just do what's needed to get the win. He is currently 6-0 this season. He hasn't lost a single match, but his best score, banner score, is a 1605. He has 2 other wins that are in the 1400s, and he has 3 of his other wins are all in the 1300s for banners. So he tends to only attack as much as he needs to win. So I'm hoping to attack and get a full clear here and put the pressure on him to either try and attack more, or he might just give up, because again, he's already dropped 2 battles. So we'll see if, he's already dropped 1 battle. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we're gonna do here. Let's go ahead and take my CLS squad against this Treya team. I'm taking the full squad in here. I don't want to lose. I'm not worried about banners or underscore. I'm not worried about underscores. I'm not worried about efficiency. I'm just worried about winning. I'm going to take the full team in here. I'm going to see if I can't get Dooku out right from the get-go. There we go. And then I'm actually going to go after Palpatine next, because I hate his shock. And we're going to try and get a stun off on Treya. And then ability block them. So that was weird. How did Nihilus get his ability block off? Or I ability blocked Nihilus and yet he still force trained me. I'm going to have to go back and look and see how he cleansed that. I'm not sure why. But he died from the counter, so that's fine. Palpatine next. Let's dogpile on Treya. See if I can get a stun on Scion. Get rid of that taunt. Keep working on Treya. There we go. And working on Scion. So, lost protection on 4 out of 5 and lost health on Chewie. But a 55 is still, I'm happy I won. Didn't lose anybody. Alright, for this crew team, I have kept my Padme squad. Last time I killed a similar squad and I took all 5 and it wasn't a problem, and it made me wonder if I should undersize it. I probably could, but again, I'm not worried about taking it undersized. I'm just worried about winning at this point. And of course I forgot to turn notifications off. Let's go ahead and get protection up going. Let's go ahead and get rid of Hux as quickly as I can. And I'm not going to do the mass assist yet because I'm pretty sure it would be overkill. Do want to get Executioner out of there next. So let's kick him to the face and kill him. And we will take out Officer as well. And now it's just down to the Kylos. Let's pile on crew and take out OG. So 58, happy with that. Lost a couple protection here and there, but clean victory. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's in the back. I'm expecting, again, a Grievous Newt squad and his bugs. See if that's what he actually left. And they are his Grievous squad with Newt and Watt, and then a Geo team. So give me a moment. Let me double check my plan, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and have my plan solidified. I think we should be able to get through all these squads no problem with what I kept for offense. So let's go ahead and come back up here to the top, and we'll take on his Darth Revan squad right from the get-go. I'm going to use my Darth Revan squad. My Revan and my Vassal are both faster than his, so they should go off without a hitch. So we'll go ahead and fear the whole squad, and then I'll use Malik to clear his taunt, and then I'll start going in on his Dark Bastila, throw my grenades. I got rid of almost everybody. Oh, did lose HK. That was just some unfortunate bad luck in him targeting the same person twice. So a 57, 4 of my 5 guys were full health, full protection, and HK got targeted both times. But a win is a win. Happy to clear that. Next, we've got this Night Sister team with Nest, and I will use what I've been using, which is my crew with Watt on that. I do need to work on my Executioner a little bit and on my Officer, but we're going to do tanking tech there on crew, and then give the turn meter right back to Watt to put the weapons tech on Executioner. And now it's just a matter of going through and killing everybody with Executioner. Already getting Watt low. He will probably die relatively soon. I'm going to put the stun back on Zombie so that I can go ahead and target whoever I want, and that did not work. So we'll have to kill we will have to kill Zombie. So this Talzin is becoming a problem. She is really fast, I guess. She's only gear 12, so I'm a little surprised. But, so we'll go ahead and stun her. I'm going to, again, put the stun on Zombie to try and just put her in timeout so that I can access everybody I want. Wow, okay. Let's go ahead and AoE. And get rid of Zombie so I can get back to Daka. Give it back to Executioner. I think I may want to actually go ahead and stun Talzin, just she's been the problem. Or we can just kill her. There we go. Let's just kill her. Oops. I meant to target Nest on that one actually, because I've decided I need to start working on, put some work on Nest. And Executioner with the kill. And see another big hit on Nest. Not quite. This is a fast Nest with not a ton of tenacity. So I'm expecting that I'm going to be able to just put work in on her, and once she takes her turn, I'll be able to come in and get her down. So actually, we're just going to go basics for now. Oh, there we go. This should not take long. So I'll just keep basicking. She'll come out here in a second, and big hit. Done. So 55, lost Watt in the process, which is not surprising. My Watt's only 4 stars and like geared 9 or something. So successful again with the win. Happy with that. Okay, there is a trooper feat right now, and I might try and trooper this Karth team. But I don't want to do it yet just in case I screw something else up. So I'm going to leave the Karth team for a moment and go back down south and take out these 2 squads first, just in case anything happens. And if I need to, I'll come back to that Karth squad. My initial plan was to use a Vader-led team against that Karth squad. But if I can get the feat done at the same time, then great. So I will go after these bugs next. I'm going to take in a Treya team, but I'm actually going to beef up that Treya team a little bit by bringing Sith Empire Trooper. His Brood Alpha is actually pretty fast and is going to outspeed my team. So I wanted to have the Sith Empire Trooper there for the pre-taunt to take his first hits. So there we go. Took the first volley there. Trying just to protect my Nihilus and Scion a little bit. Whoa, God. I'm expecting my... There we go. Thrawn to get a turn soon. So we'll isolate the Brute. Give that to Nihilus. And reduce cooldowns. And we'll go ahead and fracture the Alpha as well. I'm expecting my trooper to, my Sith Empire Trooper to die. There we go. And almost got Spy down there. They're really low. We are going to take out Spy first. I know I should be taking out the Brood first, but it doesn't look like it's going to matter. So looks like just having the Empire Trooper in there was enough to make that go a lot more smoothly. I did lose protection on everybody, and on most everybody lost Sith Empire Trooper, but my last couple times against GOs have been a little dicey because I've been losing more and more characters. So this was a nice, felt a lot safer. Alright, so this is, I believe, his hardest team. Well, maybe his Darth Revan team was his hardest team, but this one is definitely difficult. He gets tons of holds with it when people do get to the back line. With that Newt lead, he's got Watt in there, and he's got Grievous. The only thing I noticed is that Watt's going to go ahead and hand out the tanking tech to B2 right away, and B2's not really a tank. So that's a good thing. I'm going to take my gas team, which is still not amazing, but I did get cast to Relic 4, and I do have 5s at Relic as well. So I'm confident this should work, but I'm going to go ahead and try and take out Watt here early as soon as we can get rid of B2. That on Rex, I guess. Unfortunate not to get any stuns there at all. Alright, so B2's gone. Then we'll take out Watt. Our counterattacks actually did too much to Grievous to get the mark on B1 there. I meant to say take out B2. Well, we've taken out both B1 and B2. I do want to take out Watt. There we go. Mostly because I'm worried about him reviving. And thanks to Skywalker's lead, Newt's not going to get a revive. And there we go. Everybody loses protection, but thanks to Skywalker never kneeling down, nobody loses health. So 55. So frankly, I'm torn about this. I don't know if I should take my troopers against them. I don't think my troopers can kill Zalbar off fast enough. So if I don't get Canderous down in my first big volley before he goes under 100%, then Zalbar's going to taunt. I'm going to get stuck behind Zalbar, and I'm not going to be able to take him down, and my troopers are going to fail. On the other hand, too, I just worked on my Vader. You can see he is Relic 3. I also have my Geos left as well. So I have 2 other teams that I know are going to win in one shot. But part of me wants to try my troopers because there is a feat to get kills with them. So here's the other issue, is that the feat is to get 12 kills with your troopers. So that means you have to use them 3 different times. We have 6 matches left, which means I have to use troopers half of the time. And there's a chance that I won't be afforded a team that's, trooperable. on several of my next matches. So as much as I would rather use my Vader here because I just geared him up and I want to play with new toys, I think I am going to attempt to do troopers. If I get stuck behind Zalbar, I'll probably just back straight out. And my troopers are all like gear 9 and gear 10, so this definitely might not work, but we will give it a shot. Yeah, and that is what I was afraid of. Although we were able to get rid of... Oh, maybe. I forgot about the grenade stripping the taunt away from Zalbar. So we did get one kill, and I'll put Death Mark on Zalbar. Maybe that will allow me to get through him, but maybe not. That mission is hitting hard. Maybe not going to be a clean 60 for sure, but I might just be able to get through him. Again, it would have been more fun to take in a Vader squad, but this way, again, starting to work towards that feat, and I only have to get, what, 7 more kills with these guys. So, not clean at all, but I will take it. Alright, let's see what's in back. He did leave his home 1, but he did put his Houndstooth in there. I'm going to take my full negotiator squad against it. Okay. Okay, so 61, that was a pretty nice fleet battle. Everything went well. So 1899, not my most efficient score, a lot of 55s in there, but I did one-shot his board, and I don't believe he's going to come back and attack anymore. And even if he does, he can't beat me at this point. I don't believe. He's already dropped one battle. Him cutting back in to show you how the board ended up. I spoke way too soon. Henryok did come back and attack, and let me show you what he was able to do. He came back, he got the 2-shot on, cleaned up my nest, and beat that JTR team. He took out my fleet, which was a Malevolence. He also came down here and one-shot both my Newt team and my JKR team. And then in the back, he beat my Karth, but he didn't have anything left for Grievous. Now, whew, this was a close one. I know it's 1899 to 1660. It looks like a nice, clean victory. But if you add the 180 for him clearing this zone, he only lost to me by 59 points. If he would have had one more team to come and get a perfect 60 on this Grievous, he could have beaten me by 1. In fact, he didn't even need to beat me. He could have tied me because he has the better, higher GP. So what I thought was a blowout victory came really, really closely to being a heartbreaking defeat. So thankfully, Henryok did not have that one last team to take out my Grievous. I do secure the victory. I'm now 6-1, and moving on to the next round. I want to thank Henryok for the battle. Turned out to be much more tense than I thought it was. And I want to thank everyone for watching, and I will see you next round.